Hey Lakers fans, welcome back. Today we're diving into some of the latest developments surrounding the team and the broader NBA landscape. With the G League Winter Showcase officially wrapped up, there's a lot to unpack, and it's the perfect moment to consider what the Lakers front office might be thinking and planning behind the scenes. The showcase is always a unique environment where general managers, coaches, and scouts from across the league converge to evaluate talent, assess potential trades, and build relationships. While there's certainly a social side to the event, dinners, casual meetups, and networking, it's impossible to ignore the strategic business aspect that runs just beneath the surface. Every player on the floor is hoping to make a leap into a full-time NBA role. And for teams like the Lakers, it's an opportunity to spot hidden gems, players with potential to strengthen the roster immediately or in the near future. For Los Angeles, the G League represents a goldmine of talent that could address some of the team's pressing needs. The Lakers have multiple players in their G League affiliate who show promise, and there are countless other prospects across the league that might align with the Lakers' strategy. Front offices often take meticulous notes during showcases, identifying players who could be evaluated for 10-day contracts, two-way deals, or even potential trades. It's all part of the larger puzzle in constructing a competitive team, especially when injuries, roster flexibility, and matchups come into play. A 10-day contract could be the gateway for a player to demonstrate their value and earn a more permanent spot, as we've seen with players transitioning from affiliates like the South Bay Lakers to the main roster and making an immediate impact. Beyond evaluating individual talent, the showcase is also a fertile ground for initiating conversations about trades and roster adjustments. Teams are always looking to optimize their lineups, whether by acquiring athletic two-way players, perimeter defenders, 3-and-D contributors, or bench scorers who can swing games with consistent production. For the Lakers, identifying a clear-cut starting caliber player could create a domino effect. Moving a current starter to the bench opens opportunities for younger players, and bringing in complementary talent could simultaneously resolve multiple gaps. Strategic trades have the potential to upgrade both the starting lineup and the rotation, while also improving bench depth and overall scoring efficiency. The front office must weigh these possibilities carefully, considering not just immediate contributions, but long-term team chemistry and development. The dynamic of trades often begins with subtle interactions during showcases or summer leagues. Informal conversations at dinners, practice sessions, and networking events can evolve into serious discussions that ultimately lead to major roster changes. History shows that many significant moves trace back to these initial connections. The Lakers management, for instance, could explore scenarios where acquiring a fringe starter or a high-potential rotation player might not be flashy, but could yield substantial benefits over time. Players like these might not command the spotlight, but their contributions across defense, shooting, and bench scoring could be pivotal in tight games, giving the team more flexibility and balance. The goal is to identify individuals who can plug into multiple roles, offer versatility, and address specific strategic needs while keeping the overall team structure strong. Evaluating potential trade targets also involves understanding contract situations and expiring deals. Teams are often willing to part with players to clear cap space or adjust their rosters, which can create valuable opportunities for proactive organizations like the Lakers. By leveraging these situations, Los Angeles could secure assets, such as draft picks, alongside players who immediately improve the team. It's a balancing act between assessing talent, financial considerations, and team fit, requiring creative thinking and a deep understanding of the market. The Lakers need not only a primary starter, but also reliable secondary rotation players who can contribute in multiple ways. By identifying 3 to 4 high-quality rotation players, the Lakers can bolster their depth, create matchup advantages, and ensure a more resilient roster capable of handling the rigors of the season. Strategic acquisitions are not always about acquiring household names. Sometimes, the most effective additions are those who can perform consistently without fanfare. A player like a Keon Ellis, Terrence Mann, or a solid rotation contributor could address specific needs while maintaining balance across positions. The Lakers front office must explore all possible avenues, including minor trades, contract adjustments, and opportunities in the G League to assemble a roster that is both versatile and competitive. By carefully combining these pieces, the team could create a situation where multiple roster needs are addressed simultaneously, effectively enhancing performance without sacrificing flexibility or long-term planning. The process of building the team also hinges on relationships and communication with other organizations. Initial conversations often start casually, but can evolve into serious negotiations. Front offices need to maintain rapport with their counterparts, gauge interest, and identify potential middle ground solutions. Even if an immediate deal doesn't materialize, planting the seeds for future opportunities is critical. By initiating dialogue with teams holding players who fit the Lakers' vision, Los Angeles can position itself to act quickly when circumstances align. The timing of these discussions is key, as opportunities can arise unexpectedly and require readiness to move decisively. Through careful observation, analysis, and relationship building, the Lakers can identify targets, prepare offers, and leverage market dynamics to maximize their roster's potential. Ultimately, the Lakers' approach combines scouting, strategic trades, contract management, and relationship building to optimize the team's composition. From evaluating G League prospects to engaging in complex trade discussions, every decision is part of a larger strategy to create a cohesive, competitive roster. The goal is to address immediate needs while maintaining flexibility for future growth, balancing star power with depth, and combining high-potential players with proven contributors. The showcase and related league events are crucial in this process, offering a concentrated environment to identify talent, initiate dialogue, and set the stage for impactful roster decisions that could shape the team's trajectory for the season and beyond. As we continue diving into the Lakers' current situation, it's clear that the team's success depends as much on strategic decision-making as it does on individual talent. The G League Winter Showcase may be over, but the insights gathered from it don't disappear overnight. Every evaluation, every conversation, and every player note collected by the front office has the potential to influence the team's moves in the coming weeks. For Los Angeles, the challenge is not simply identifying talent, but determining how to integrate it effectively into a roster already balancing stars, role players, and evolving dynamics. While a single addition might seem minor on the surface, the ripple effect of a smart trade or a timely signing can redefine rotations, open bench opportunities, and create new tactical options for the coaching staff. In practical terms, the Lakers' immediate priority is acquiring players who offer versatility, particularly in defense and perimeter shooting. These roles are critical for the modern NBA, where floor spacing and switchable defenders dictate the flow of a game. A rotation player who can guard multiple positions, hit three-pointers consistently, and move seamlessly within the offense can be more valuable than a high-profile acquisition whose contributions are one-dimensional. The Lakers management must consider both present impact and potential growth, aiming for players who could deliver now while also offering upside for future seasons. This approach ensures that every roster adjustment serves multiple strategic purposes rather than filling a single, isolated gap. Trades, however, are never just about the immediate transaction. They are a negotiation of opportunity, leverage, and timing. Teams like the Lakers need to identify where other organizations are willing to compromise and where value can be extracted without overpaying. Discussions often begin at events like showcases but continue long after, through calls, meetings, and calculated offers. It is in these ongoing interactions that a seemingly small observation, a player's work ethic, a chemistry fit, or contract situation can turn into a pivotal advantage. Every GM has a different set of priorities, and the Lakers front office must navigate this landscape creatively, finding paths to acquire talent while managing salary constraints, expiring contracts, and roster balance. Effective negotiation involves foresight, patience, and a keen understanding of both the team's needs and the motivations of the trading partner. Bench scoring remains a particular area of focus for Los Angeles. While star players carry much of the offensive load, depth contributions can determine the outcome of close games. Players capable of providing immediate impact off the bench, whether through scoring bursts, defensive stops, or energy plays, allow the starters to maintain efficiency and reduce fatigue. Acquiring a high-energy rotation player or a consistent scorer can also enable strategic shifts in the lineup, creating mismatches against opponents and adding flexibility for the coaching staff. Even modest trades that seem minor in scope can dramatically change the team's offensive and defensive efficiency, especially when multiple small improvements compound across rotations and minutes. The Lakers' goal is to identify these opportunities, targeting players whose skills complement existing stars while addressing specific tactical needs. Another critical component in roster construction is contract structure and cap management. Expiring contracts, two-way deals, and multi-year obligations all play into the calculus of acquiring new talent. The Lakers must balance the immediate benefit of a player with the financial implications of adding or moving contracts. Strategic trades may involve clearing salary space to pursue other options or absorbing short-term contracts to secure long-term value. For example, acquiring a player with an expiring deal could provide flexibility in the offseason, opening pathways for further roster upgrades. Understanding these financial mechanics is as important as evaluating on-court performance, as it allows the front office to operate efficiently while maximizing the team's competitive window. Flexibility extends beyond contracts to positional balance and depth charts. The Lakers need not only a primary starter to anchor the lineup, but also a group of secondary players capable of stepping into key roles. Fringe starters, rotation players, and versatile bench contributors form the backbone of a sustainable roster. For instance, players like Terrence Mann or a high-upside wing can occupy critical minutes, provide defensive coverage, and contribute scoring without disrupting chemistry. Integrating these players requires careful planning, but the benefits are substantial. Rotations become more fluid, strategic adjustments more feasible, and overall team performance stabilizes across varying game scenarios. The challenge is to identify these players before other teams recognize their value and to act decisively once potential matches are identified. Communication and relationships between front offices play an equally important role. The Lakers' ability to engage in productive dialogue with other teams often determines the outcome of potential trades. Initial interactions might seem informal, dinners, social meetups, or casual discussions, but these lay the groundwork for serious negotiations. Once trust is established, teams are more willing to explore creative solutions, exchange information about player availability, and consider flexible trade structures. This rapport can be the difference between a deal materializing quickly or opportunities slipping away. For Los Angeles, maintaining these relationships and leveraging insights from previous conversations is essential in navigating the complex NBA trade landscape, especially as deadlines and key opportunities approach. Timing is another critical factor. Even the most promising trade discussions can stall or shift dramatically depending on league events, player performance, and evolving team priorities. The front office must remain proactive, revisiting conversations, reassessing offers, and adjusting strategies as circumstances change. A player who seemed out of reach last week may suddenly become attainable due to injuries, performance shifts, or contract renegotiations elsewhere. By staying engaged, monitoring developments, and keeping lines of communication open, the Lakers increase the likelihood of securing advantageous trades that enhance both immediate performance and long-term roster flexibility. It's a dynamic process, requiring constant attention and adaptability. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, in what would undoubtedly be one of the most shocking moves of recent NBA history, whispers around the league suggest that Kevin Durant could be headed to the Los Angeles Lakers. The rumor has sent shockwaves through basketball circles, igniting debates among fans, analysts, and former players about what such a blockbuster addition would mean for the Lakers' championship aspirations. Durant, a perennial all-star and one of the most lethal scorers in the league, would instantly transform the Lakers into a team that few would dare to underestimate. Sources close to the situation hint at preliminary discussions between Durant's camp and Lakers executives, though nothing has been officially confirmed. The speculation alone has already caused ticket prices to fluctuate and social media to erupt with both excitement and skepticism. For years, Durant has been known for his careful approach to free agency and team moves, weighing not just the potential for winning, but also the culture and fit of the locker room. The Lakers, a franchise with a storied history and a superstar-laden roster, could be an ideal landing spot if the rumors hold true. Analysts are already imagining the possibilities. Durant's scoring versatility paired with the Lakers' existing star power could create one of the most fearsome lineups in the league, capable of overwhelming opponents on both ends of the floor. The combination of his championship experience and the Lakers' organizational clout seems to make this a pairing that fans might only have dreamed about until now. Yet, as with all rumors of this magnitude, questions abound. Would Durant be willing to take on the pressure and spotlight that comes with playing in Los Angeles? How would his arrival affect the Lakers' current roster dynamics, particularly regarding the allocation of minutes and leadership responsibilities? Inside sources suggest that negotiations are delicate, with both sides carefully measuring their options. Even the possibility of Durant joining the Lakers is enough to send other teams into a frenzy, potentially triggering a cascade of trades or moves in an effort to counteract what could become an unassailable force. While the NBA world holds its breath, one thing is certain. The very idea of Kevin Durant donning a Lakers uniform has reignited excitement among fans who thought they had seen all. Whether this rumor materializes into reality or remains just a tantalizing what if, it has already captured the imagination of basketball enthusiasts everywhere, proving once again that in the world of professional sports, a single name can change everything overnight. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.